Hello everyone, Michael here with the Daily Note 2 and 3 YouTube channel, and today I want to talk to you about TecTiles 2. They are just another name that Samsung likes to use for NFC tags. NFC tags are just little stickers that when you touch your smartphone to it, you could fire off just about any function imaginable. So today I want to show you how to program one and talk about some common or practical uses for NFC tags and some other extra tips so that you can get the most use out of them. So TecTiles 2, well, you could see that it does not necessarily say TecTiles 2 on here, but this is a second version that Samsung has put out, and you could recognize it by looking at this logo. You could see the other version of TecTiles that are available online. They seem to be a little bit cheaper, and the logo is different, and it will not work with your Galaxy Note 3 or the S4, even though it works with the Note 2, so make sure you buy accordingly. But this is what's inside, and it's like a fold out here. And you could see that this part's just a little shiny. It is because it is metallic. I'm guessing they did that on purpose because they didn't want people writing like, you know, somebody's homepage or something like that onto each of these TecTiles before you bought them. Comparing just regular paper stickers to NFC stickers, they are just a little bit thicker, but it is flexible. But I believe you could probably break it if you really tried. So on the underneath side, you can see the wiring, and these are rewritable. It has some programmable memory. So after you write to it one time, you could rewrite over them. So I'm not sure how many times you could rewrite them, but probably for the life of the sticker. So as mentioned, these are programmable. You could program them with anything, with text, with a link, or you could program them with an action if you had the right app. So let's open up the app. And I'm going to search for NFC Task Launcher. That's what it used to be called, but now it is called Trigger. So that's better than the TecTiles app that Samsung provides themselves. So I'll just install Trigger, let's run it. And we're going to create a new action. The action I'm going to create is a toggling of the Wi-Fi. So for example, I think a really good use is, say for example, you leave the house and you probably want to turn off your Wi-Fi, especially if you're in a big metropolitan area. Your Galaxy Note 2 might lose a lot of battery trying to make connections with Wi-Fi hotspots that it doesn't have any access to. And then after you get back home, you could tap on that same sticker, right? The NFC works by you just tapping on the sticker like that. It would be nice to have a little reminder or to make a routine for yourself so that you always do that, because there's a lot of times where I burn through a lot of data just because I forgot to turn on my Wi-Fi when I got home. So let's create a new action. I'm going to click on this plus button, and then I'm going to add a trigger. I'm just going to choose NFC, and then I'm going to click next, and I'm going to create a new task for wireless and networks. I'm going to do Wi-Fi on and off, and let's click on next. And instead of enable, I'm going to do toggle. And let's do add a task. And here I'm just going to rename this Wi-Fi toggle. And I'll click on done. And then now it wants you to program the sticker. So I'm just going to program one of these stickers. I'm going to place it right at the center of the back there, because that's where the battery is with the NFC antenna. So there we go, it made that sound, it vibrated a little bit, and you could see that it says tag written successfully. So let's click on done. So one thing about this app or these types of apps is that it runs a background service. So I killed the app, but it's also running a background service that's keeping a track of your scanned NFC tags just in case it needs to launch an action like this. So you could see, like for example, I forgot to turn on my Wi-Fi again. So let's try turning it on. So you could see that the notification bar changed a little bit, and it's going to try to turn on my Wi-Fi. It'll take a second. So there you go. I just wanted to show you how to program one, and that is just the start of it. You could tell it to launch apps, or you could tell it to launch functions within apps, and that is a pretty amazing feature, and you could definitely do a lot of intricate things with it, even if the app maker never planned on you doing so. Now, since you have 5 of these stickers, here are a couple of uses that I've seen people use them. So one thing you can do is you could probably stick it on, well, this is a Galaxy Note 2, but say you have a tablet or something like that. You could stick it on like a tablet or on top of your laptop, And then you could tell this to run your Wi-Fi hotspot app or Wi-Fi hotspot function. Or you could put a sticker on your car's dashboard, and once you enter your car, you could quickly turn on your Bluetooth, saving you a couple of steps and a couple of swipes and a couple of seconds of your life every time you do so. Or say that you have a USB keyboard, and say that every time you wanted to use something like this, you want to put a sticker on the back so that you can easily turn on your Bluetooth that way. And for maybe this one, you could stick it on your desk so that when you go over it, it'll start playing your favorite tunes. So anyway, those are just some of my ideas on what you can do with NFC, and if you have a good idea, definitely share in the comments below, because then we can all gain that amazing functionality through our Galaxy Note 3 where we couldn't before. So as mentioned previously, this thing is metal, so I'm going to demonstrate that NFC does not work through metal. So remember, this one started music, and when I go over it, nothing happens because it cannot go through metal, whereas this one on top, it will disable my Wi-Fi. So what you can do to get around that, or here's a tip for you guys. So if you can somehow figure out how to get some space between it, I think you just need a little bit of space. I measured it and it's about the thickness of 3 business cards. So if you can get, just a little space going in there, it should work, but directly on metal. So if you have a metal laptop and you want to enable the Wi-Fi hotspot, well, you're kind of out of luck because it will not work on metal once again. So you could see it started playing music, no problem. And this is a little bit thicker than 3 business cards, but you get the idea. So one last thing about this app, Trigger, you should definitely have a look inside, because even though you don't have any NFC tags and you don't plan on using it, maybe you'll have use for some of this functionality. For example, Bluetooth. When you connect or disconnect to a certain Bluetooth device, you could fire off a trigger like launch an app. When you connect to or disconnect to a Wi-Fi network, then you can launch something. Same thing for charging, and these yellow features here, that's a premium feature that you'll have to pay for, but you could see this app is very sophisticated, and if we can expand that functionality that we were getting from NFC, that's even more awesome. I haven't had a chance to really think about those features, but I see a tremendous amount of potential there. So that's it for today. So TecTiles 2 or NFC tags, with a little bit of creativity, you can implement some cool, convenient, and practical shortcuts to your life. So for more videos on the Galaxy Note 2 and 3, make sure you check out my YouTube channel and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Once again, thank you for watching.